So I think Clavicular is going to jail this time. I think they're finally going to get him. If you don't know who this dude is, he is the self-prescribed looks maxer. He is one of these influencer streamer types in the same vein as those your Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, and all those type of guys. He's one of them. So prepare yourself for me to use some obscure terminology and language when it comes to describing this guy and his actions. Let's just see some of the antics that might land you in the position that Clavicular is in today, where he is probably going to get some type of federal charges. The first time I heard about this dude is when he ran somebody over on stream. Now, apparently this guy he ran over, I don't know if the guy was maybe threatening him or he has some type of beef with this guy. So it wasn't just an accident or something that just randomly happened. Somebody confronted him while he was on stream and he ran the person over. He got away with this. I'm not sure how he got away with this at the time, but he didn't face any charges for this. I'm not sure where he was when it happened and what the particular laws in that jurisdiction were, but that's how I was introduced to Clavicular. That's how I found out about this guy. And then from there it just progressed. And I don't watch his streams or anything like that. I'm not into watching streamers. I do long form content like this. So the only time I'm ever hearing about this guy is really just the antics of social media, the viral stories, right? The next time I heard about this guy was when he got banned from the clubs in LA. Now, again, I told you who his gang is. It's Andrew Tate, it's Myron Gaines, it's Nick Fuentes, it's all of those type of guys, if you will. I don't even know what to classify these people as, because I feel like they should have something else. It's not like red pill, black pill, red left conservative. It's just something else to describe these kinds of people. Probably like psyop or they're definitely influencers. I would say that. I would maybe call them some type of who they're being influenced by to then pass that influence off to you is something that anybody watching and eating up their content, that's the kind of stuff you want to look into. But anyway, like I said, the first time I heard about him was when he ran somebody over. The next time I heard about him was when he was getting banned from the club in Miami for basically, I don't know which person out of the group requested this or had this played, but they essentially played Kanye's Hail Hitler in the club in Miami, which probably not a good idea, and it clearly didn't turn out to be a good idea for them because they all got banned from the clubs. Not only did they get banned, but people working the club who helped them play this music, because obviously they can't go into a club and just put on whatever song they want. There were actually 3 people who got fired from the club for this particular situation. And of course, the next time that I'm hearing about Clavicular, whatever the hell this guy's name is, he decided to name himself, was when he essentially roped the girl into slapping him, or some drunk girl in the club into slapping him, and only for him to try to get her locked up and try to press charges. I'm gonna play the clips. But yeah, this is the bone smasher, the facial bone smasher. You know, he wants to get those cheekbones in, so he's beating his face in with a hammer in order to look better for who, I don't know, because at this point in time the man is so strung out. And that's what I forgot to mention, that was also a situation that this is another situation. This is a big part of this guy's character, so I need to bring this up. But that's what I also forgot to mention. The way this guy is smashing his face in, he's doing it, he's saying this to make him look better or to do whatever with his bone structure to make him more of an attractive person to looks max. He actually just looks like a crackhead. One of the other incidents I heard about with this guy was him trying to get into a club in Miami. I guess this was before he got banned. He was trying to get into a club in Miami and using a fake ID and had a bunch of drugs on him. If you take a look at this dude and you really look at him, honestly, he's got this sunken in eyes. He's got this sunken in skull features about him, and it really makes him look like a crackhead. And that's essentially what we're dealing with here. Anyway, back to why I think he's finally done it. Because in this recent situation I've seen with him, with this girl in the club, he's convinced her to essentially slap him in the face so that he can then try to press charges on her and get her locked up. It's kind of weird. But the nail in the coffin, this is going to be the nail in the coffin, I think, for him. I think he's rocked the boat too much, especially he's down in Florida. Florida don't play. He actually went onto a boat. This guy goes onto a boat in the Everglades and proceeds to unload like basically a full clip on an alligator for seemingly no apparent reason. Like when I saw the title for, I saw the caption for the video, I thought like, oh, maybe he was in the Everglades and the alligators was attacking him or something. No, it's just him and his buddies on the boat and they're just unloading on a random alligator for no apparent reason. And I think this may be the nail in the coffin for him. I got to be honest, because I think that there's no way that the Florida is going to be okay with this one.
Yeah, I think it's dead. Oh, shit.
I can't hear shit.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's definitely dead. Sure.
Bruh. I posted a comment when I seen the video pop up on Twitter, and I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. But this is super illegal, first of all, and not only that, but Florida Fish and Wildlife is already over this one. They're already investigating it. I think he's gonna be cooked. Like, this is a federal agency. Is it a federal agency? I don't know. Maybe it's just a state agency. It doesn't matter. The point is, I think this is gonna be the nail in the coffin for Clavicular right here. I think he just really messed up. I think it actually is a federal crime. I'm gonna do a quick search, but I think this one actually is a federal crime, and regardless of all the other stuff that he's gotten away with in the past, I don't know if he makes it out of this one. It's a clear violation. Like, they have him straight on film. I don't even know if I could show this on YouTube, but they have him clearly, just it's him and his buddies and they're yucking it up and they're smiling, and it's clear as day. He was able to skirt the drug charges. He was able to skirt running someone over. I really don't see how he gets out of this one. And if he does, you guys, this is just some type of a psyop. These people are being given to us, put out as characters in order to influence us, influence the young. And please, if you have young males and young impressionable males in your life, your family members, keep them away from people like this, because honestly, I'm starting to wonder how people like this are allowed to walk free, and time after time they commit these heinous acts and they just seem to just keep on streaming after that. But anyway, that's all I got. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most people watching these videos have not subscribed. Parallax Digital.